No sweat. Shalom, Israel. Let's get it in. You understand? Yahweh Shema Shabbat Yahweh Shema Alathon, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Today, I'm live. You good? Huh? Salaki? Good to go? No sweat. So, I'm going to of course, today is our President's Day, right? President's Day. They made it officially the third Monday of every February. You understand? That's President's Day in America. It was originally called George Washington's birthday. You understand? But of course, like our oppressor, his spirit, he can't get along with nobody, not even each other. So they disagree on certain things. They disagree on what really to celebrate, what to call it. You know, the whole thing about the apostrophe. Some states call it George Washington's birthday still. Some states call it George Washington and the rest of the President's Day. Some states call it George Washington and Lincoln's birthday. Whatever. They commemorate and idolize their heroes, you understand. George Washington's birthday, they say, is actually February 22nd, which never falls on a Monday. But of course, they celebrate this holiday on Monday like they do a lot of holidays in America because of they call it the Monday Act, what they call it, the Uniformed Monday Act of 1968. They call it where they make most of the holidays fall on Monday. So it could be, they call it a super holiday or an extended weekend. You know what I'm saying? Just add to the weekend, they add an extra day. You understand? Since America's inception, of course, everybody know how we got here. They put us on ships. You understand? First, the Hebrew Israelites was chased out of our homeland by the Roman oppressor. You understand? We fled into Africa. Millions of us ran into Africa trying to hide amongst another brown-skinned peoples. You'll find that history in the Bible, one, and then in a book called Babylon and Timbuktu by Rudolph Windsor, how we fled into Africa running from Roman persecution. You had black people running from white people trying to blend in with other brown-skinned people. You understand? But, of course, them brown-skinned people in Africa knew that us brown-skinned Hebrew Israelites weren't the same as them. We could tell each other apart. And they knew we were different. We never mixed in with them. You understand? And the Romans, of course, knew where we were. And all of our other enemies in the earth all knew where we were. And eventually, they made deals with those brown-skinned Africans who did not like us in the first place, right? And eventually captured us, put us on slave ships, and brought us over here to the Americas. You understand? America, was started breaking off from England and Britain, formed the 13 colonies because they wanted their independence from England. You understand? They didn't agree. Just like America don't agree now. You got the North rising up again against the South, rising up again against the North because our oppressor can't get along with each other. If black and brown people wasn't here, they'd be going to war with each other for whatever reason. They pick different things out on how to kill each other's throat, like the mafia, like the crime families. They shoot each other and kill each other over money, over power, whatever. That's just their spirit, their lust for blood. You understand? So we came over here, of course, as slaves. They beat our backs, lynched us, all the atrocities that they've done to us since they brought us over here to the Americas. But first, before that, they stole the land from our brothers, the Gadites, and the other Hispanic tribes that were over here. They robbed them of the land, then brought the Negroes over here for slavery. You understand? And so the American presidents, throughout time, been idolized. They even got Mount Rushmore with their faces big as hell in the damn mountains. You understand? But when this country was started, once again, we were never here to be a part of America. We wasn't brought here to coexist with them and to be equal with them and to build and prosper with them. We were brought here for straight servitude, to be slaves. We were brought here to make them rich, and they paid us how they want and paid us what they want. Like your slavery today. You go to your job in ISUPK, we call your jobs your slaveries, because that's what they are, the modern day slavery, slave plantation. You understand? And back then, they paid you as little as they want. Really, all they had to do was keep you alive. Really, all they do is to keep you alive. If they wanted you strong, they would feed you a little better, get that protein up in you, you know what I'm saying, to keep you strong enough to make them rich. You understand? Just like we do today. We go to these slaveries, we getting what, $10 an hour, $15 an hour, $20 an hour. If we getting that, imagine what the company's making. You understand? We getting whatever we getting crumbs compared to what they making. They say these football players and them, they get millions of dollars, $1 million contracts and all that. If each of them able to get millions and millions of dollars for a contract, how much you think the owner get? How much you think the NFL, the people who they answer to, getting, man? You understand? This country got money, and they got it off of the backs of slaves. These presidents, they got their riches and got their wealth off of the backs of slaves. You understand? We were property, when these presidents were in existence. We still property today. You understand? When the Constitution was written, y'all know it wasn't for us. Everybody knows it wasn't for us. Hell, we was fresh out of slavery. We was, 3/5 of a man, right? We wasn't even a whole human in the mind of these presidents, you understand, or this country, when they wrote their the Declaration of Independence and all of that. This place is not our home, man. You understand? It was never great for us. Never. You understand? These Americans, they want to make America great again, but it was never great for us. But it was great for them because it was a day where they didn't have to respect us at all. At least now in these modern times, they got to pretend to respect us. You understand? But this ain't the place where we was to build our career and get rich like them and to sit back and be happy because our people still being murdered and oppressed every day. You understand? This is not, the book of Micah 2:10 say, this is not our rest. This place is polluted, man. And it'll destroy us. And that's the truth. And that's the truth. You understand? Somebody give me Isaiah 47:6 just to start. Isaiah 47:6. Then I'm going to jump around. I'm going to jump to Isaiah 49. Somebody hold Revelation 19:11 also. Yeah, Danielle. Where Danielle at? The wide almighty man. This is perfecto. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you, get you a nice cup of coffee. Drop a little of that strong in there, boy. Shoo. I'm telling you. You got a whole nother, it's like a milkshake. You know what I'm saying? But beautiful. You know what I mean? Isaiah 47:6, man. Like the Lord, he knows who we under. He knows who he put us in charge of. You understand? He knows, what we suffering in this place. That's why in Revelation 2:9, the Lord say, I know your tribulation, man, your poverty. You understand? He know your work, your struggles. You understand? And then he came right after that and said, but thou art still rich, man. Right. That's what the Lord said in the book of Revelation. We rich because we the motherfucking chosen people of the earth. Right. Excuse my French. We the Lord's favorite, man, his best, his champions. You understand? We just pissed him off, man. Right. And he had to show us, like any good father, he had to show us the end of the belt, man. When we acting up just to get us back in line. He got to get us back in line because he loves us. Right. Like all of us would do our children, man. We love our children, so we can't let them be reckless, man, or they'll kill themselves. They'll destroy themselves. So we got to step in with a strong hand and put a fear in them so they get straight. You understand? So they get right. Somebody read Isaiah 47:6. This President's Day. Oh, my fault. Everybody stand up to salute the American flag. I imagine. Come on. Good job, Hakim. Good job. I want to see who's going to stand up. Who's going to stand up? You know what I'm saying? We do not pledge allegiance to America at all. It's flag, nothing in this place, man. Train your kids, man. Lord said, train your child the way they're supposed to go. You understand? Teach them that they are not to stand up to salute and pledge allegiance in their schools, man. They're not to do it. And the school can't make them, and tell them to let you know if any of those teachers got something to say against it or about it. Or if they feel like they're being punished because of it or isolated. You can go up and raise hell at that school, man. I was going to bring the whole Channel 10, Fox 29, everybody to my son's school. He's talking about the teacher mad at him because he won't stand up for that flag. Well, I sent texts to and emails to every teacher in the school. All of it was directed at her, but I CC'd everybody in the school. And brother, I think I caused a panic because they all started hitting me and calling me. Everybody except her. Everybody except her responded. They called me and said, I think it was a misunderstanding, sir. I'm going to look into this. He should be all right. Because, my son is an honor roll student every semester. So for him to tell me she trying to fail him, and she had something to say when this was years ago, though, you know what I'm saying? I had a problem, you know what I'm saying? And so, we don't adhere. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. And though we are in America, we are not of America. You understand? This is not, America doesn't have our heart. in our minds. You understand? Our heart belongs to Israel, Most High Christ, and our nation, man. That's we don't have enough love for somebody else, anybody else. You understand? When we get our kingdom and everybody's under the foot of our king, then we can spread the love. Then we'll have enough power and control that we can love somebody else then. I might love some Edomites in that day. You understand? Just like I love my American Bulldog. I'm going to love my Edomites maybe, especially if they serve me well. If they don't serve me well, I'm going to do what I do to my American Bulldog. I'm going to bust him in the goddamn nose to get him right. You understand? But if he obey and he come and he sit and he go fetch and he do this and do that, I'm going to dress him well. He going to eat good. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be a good, perfect servant and a slave. You understand? Isaiah 47:6.
Come. The book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 6. I was wroth with my people.
Most High was pissed off at us, man. Like these people have been ruling over us for a long time, man. And without the truth, without the ISUPK, you might think that they are better than us. You might think that they smarter than us. How they get all this money? Listen, Donald Trump is an idiot, and he's a bazillionaire. You know what I'm saying? And he's an idiot.
Right.
So it ain't about your intelligence. You understand? You gain wealth. It ain't because they better than us in any way that they have power over us. They got power over us simply because our God allowed them to get power over us. He turned his back on us, took his protection from us, and let them raise up over us. That's the only way they're going to do it. They couldn't have did it no other way. You understand? They wouldn't have did it no other way. He was pissed off at us. Why? Because he told us not to eat pork, and we still eating pork. He told us not to eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. We still doing it. He told us not to sleep with prostitutes and buy whores. We still doing it. Told us not to smoke, not to, do a whole bunch of things, not to celebrate heathenistic customs and traditions. We still doing it, man. Not to backbite and covet our brothers and sisters. We still doing it. Not to lie on each other, not to hurt each other, not to cheat each other. We still doing it, man. We didn't learn the customs and the ways of the heathens, man, which the Lord told us don't do, and we did it anyway. So he wroth with us, pissed off, angry. Wroth is a word a step higher than angry. You understand? It's one thing to be angry, but when you're wroth with a cat, it's like you got a boiling anger, man. Something boiling in you toward them, man, because of the utter disrespect. Imagine you come home, all you do, imagine you you find a little chick, ain't got nothing, on the streets, like you, she looking at you, she pretty, you take her in, change her, teach her, raise her right, teach her how to dress, teach her how to be feminine, buy all the good smelling stuff, give her a home, treat her good for years, man. Like she walking better, looking better, talking better, you sent her to school, educated her, she doing better in her life, man. And then you come home, she done snuck some nigga in your house. The utter disrespect, you'll be wroth. You understand? That's wroth. And that's what we did to the Most High, man. All he did to us, and then we go worship something else or follow some other tradition, man. That's stone cold adultery against the Most High. You understand? He was wroth with with who?
With my people.
My people, which again shows you God has a people. He has a people. Contrary to what Christians and you religious people say, he doesn't look at everybody as equal. He created everybody and then chose one of them to be his people. And he happened to be angry with his people. Go ahead.
Don't come. I have polluted my inheritance.
He polluted us, man. He polluted us by letting the enemies destroy us. We sinned against him, and he warned us. He loved us so much, he warned us. Moses told us. Moses had the prophet Moses and Aaron tell us, man, if we obey him, man, we're going to get everything. The land going to be blessed. We're going to be the head, and our enemies going to be the tail. Nothing is going to hurt us, man. He said, but if you don't, Deuteronomy 28:15, if you don't obey me, if you do that other thing, then curse is going to fall upon you, man, and overtake you. Now you're going to be the tail. And your enemies, a caveman, he going to be the head. You understand? And that's what President's Day is all about. It's about our enemies, cavemen, servants, ruling over us, man. And the Lord said it, man. He read that last line again?
Don't come. I have polluted my inheritance.
The Lord destroyed us, man. He polluted us because we didn't obey him for our disobedience. You understand? He put our oppressor over us. How in the hell a white man going to be president over us? We Israelites, man. We the king of kings. We the kings. We the kings under the main king, Yahushua, kings of the earth, man. And you got a caveman ruling over us. We got to call him sir and give him his honor. You understand? Because he got all the power right now. Read.
Don't come. And giving them into thy hand.
Mm-hmm. And the Lord gave us to him. You understand? Again, it ain't because he's smarter than us or stronger. The God of Israel put us in their hands. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Y'all read that before. Right. You understand? They rule in this place because the Lord gave it to them. You understand? For our disobedience. You understand? Now, in order for the Lord to take it back from them, what do we got to do? It's real simple, right, Bob? Obey. Disobedience led to him giving the earth to them and being in charge of us. So the only thing that's going to make him take it back from them is our obedience, following the law, statutes, and commandments. Read.
Come. Thou didst show them no mercy.
And listen, he put the devil in charge of us because he knew he was a good whipping stick. But this devil here showed no mercy.
Right.
You understand? No mercy. You understand? It's like I say, listen, I want you to punish my children since you're an expert. I trained you up. You were expert in mental torture and all that there, so you can get him right. You can scare him to death so he knows it's better with me. You got him. Then I go away and I come back and he went overboard, man. He done destroyed my babies, man. He done destroyed my children. He ain't only scared them straight, he scared them insane. Right. You understand? Took the soul out of them. You understand? Took the soul out of him. Now he went too far. Now I got to F him up too. You understand? Because he done went too far. Right. You understand? Right. That's how the Lord look at our oppressor, man. You understand? He showed us no mercy. He forgot who our daddy was, in other words. Read.
Come. Upon the ancient as thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
Right. The Most High, the Ancient of Days, we his ancient children, man. We his favorite from a long, long time ago, from the beginning, man. And he laid heavy yokes on us, man. Unnecessary yokes he done laid on us. Read.
Come, verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever.
Right. And he said, ain't nobody gonna touch me. I got this. He got comfortable in his power, the power that the Lord gave him. He forgot the Lord gave it to him. He said, can't nobody touch me. I create a space force. I watch out for the Most High when he come. You understand? I got weapons deep under the water. I watch out for all that, man. We watching everybody. Russia, we the number one superpower, the greatest military in history. Read that again.
Come. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever.
Right, can't nobody touch me. That's what that means. Can't nobody touch me. Read.
Come. So that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart.
Like, again, they forgot who our father was. They forgot how they got power in the first place, which is human nature. Human nature. Somebody help you out and set you up and you good. After a while, you think you good because of you.
Right.
You understand? That's what the Most High hates. You understand? That's why he had Israelites celebrate the Feast of Booths, man. Because no matter how powerful and how famous and how rich and royal we get with all our gold and all that, is a whole week out of a year the Lord have us come out them mansions, brother, and live in tents. And live in tents just to show our humility, recognizing he the one set us up to be great. You understand? It's a sign of humility. You understand? But human nature makes you forget about humility. You understand? They forgot who the Most High was and who they had in slavery. Go ahead.
Come. Neither didst remember the latter end of it.
And they didn't remember that I'm gonna eventually come back for my children. You understand? Right. I know I put you over them to get them right. And to beat them and to be the whipping stick, but you done went too far. You done forgot I'm coming back for them. Don't destroy him. You understand? You're supposed to get them in line, but you trying to destroy them. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 8. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures.
Like, because all he think about is his pleasures and make him feel good. He don't put two and two together and say, well, I guess I got to be careful because the Most High is coming back. I know he gave us this power, and they understand that as long as we sin, the longer they'll have power. You understand? So that's why they fight hard to keep us in sin. Right. That's why they create all these holidays and put certain things on sale so we could buy abominations and and worship idols and do all type of things in America to keep God against us, to keep our God against us. But he didn't recognize this is the Most High he dealing with. And he said a long time ago, he going to raise up his prophets in the last days. No matter what you do to them, no matter how much you try to destroy them, my prophet's going to be raised up in the latter end. And then I'm going to come back for them eventually. He didn't keep that in his heart and in his mind. You understand? He got comfortable and greedy and said, I do what I want. Because read that last line again, Salaki.
Don't come. Therefore now hear this, that thou that are given to pleasures.
Like he got comfortable, greedy, and said, listen, this I like to do it this way, this how I'm gonna do it. I ain't scared of the Most High, I ain't scared of man, I ain't scared of nobody. I done got strong enough where I can challenge the Most High now. That's what he believed. Go ahead.
Don't come. That dwellest carelessly.
And boy, he dwelleth carelessly, man. I mean, you know, he for to be rich and to get money and wealth, he pollute the air that even his children got to breathe. Like I never understood that with our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? How is money more valuable than the health of your own children? Right. I can see if there's a way only we breathe the air, then I say, oh, he's the devil. Only black and brown people breathe that polluted air. But no, he breathing it too. You understand? His children, you know, they drink the polluted water too. And the contaminated food with all type of steroids and crap in it. You understand? His children are eating it too. Read. The drugs he put out for us, now his children getting high off of it. You understand? The Most High makes it backfire on him every time because he don't think. Money is more important. Read.
Don't come. That sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me.
You hear that? He challenging the Most High now. He say within his heart, he believes that he's a God. I am, and none beside me. That's what the Most High say. That's the Most High. That's one of his introductions. You know what I'm saying? That's one of his what they call it that's his registry. You know what I'm saying? When he running down himself and things about himself, he said, I am, and none else beside me. There's none above, there's none beside me. Everything is below him. That's the Most High, one of his sayings. You understand? Here go to Esau. He say within his heart, what?
I am, and none else beside me.
He's trying to say he's God. Our oppressor, who was given this earth by our God, now is boasting like he's God. He think he's strong enough to challenge the Most High now. I am, and none else beside me. Most High, Yahweh, where you at? Where you at? We got all type of technology for you and your angels and your Jesus when he come. We ready for it. That's what they think in their heart. Right. Read on.
Don't come. I shall not sit as a widow.
I ain't gonna sit as no widow. You ain't gonna kill my people. Go ahead.
Neither shall I know the loss of children.
And I ain't gonna let you come and just destroy my country and my people and my kinsmen. We ready for you. We've been planning for your second coming for a long time. You understand? We got things in place to challenge it. And if we can't have it, we got the nukes. We blow this whole MFA up. That's how he think.
Right.
We'll blow this whole thing up before we let the God of Israel come get it. We'll blow up the Israelites. We'll blow up the earth itself if we can't have it. And they done got places on the space stations in space where they think they're going to hide. Places deep within the earth, this nuclear proof. You understand? A lot of things they got set up where they think they'll survive a nuclear holocaust. But they think that nuclear holocaust is going to stop the Most High. You understand? And all their weapons and technology is going to stop the Most High. Go ahead. They challenging the Most High. Go ahead.
Don't come, verse 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day.
You hear the Most High? He said, yeah, I hear you talking. I hear all that, you big bad. No loss of children. You ain't going to be no widow. You this, you that. Guess what? It's going to be nothing to bring these things on you. All that's going to come to you in a moment, white man. My silly creation. All that's going to come unto you in an instant. Read.
Don't come. The loss of children.
Though you fight, you still going to feel loss of children. And it's going to be worse than Egypt. It's going to be worse than killing the firstborn in every household in Egypt. Though you prepare, though you think you're ready, though you boast like you am and none beside you, in an instant, you're going to suffer loss of children. Read.
Come. And widowhood.
And widowhood. You're going to suffer them both. Since you think you can't be touched, it's going to be nothing when I do touch you. And it's going to be easy for me to touch you. This is the Most High answering his challenge. Go ahead.
They shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of the sorcery.
And when I bring it, it's going to come perfectly to you. You understand? When I bring destruction, it's going to be the perfect destruction for your proud, wicked behind, man. Perfect. Read after perfect.
Come. In their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries.
For the multitude of your sorceries. What is the Most High talking about? Read on a little bit.
Come. And for the great abundance of thy enchantments.
And all of his enchantments. What does the Most High mean by our enemies, our oppressors, sorceries, and their enchantments, man? The Christian church.
Right.
All their lies, all that stuff we learn from the Christian church, that is witchcraft. Right. That is real witchcraft. Causing us, who they oppress and murder, to love them like their God in Jesus Christ. That's sorcery. You understand? All the lies on their TV that teaches us to be docile and to be less than and to be subservient, when the same TV shows teach their children to be strong and great and heroes. Right. We always the ones getting killed. We always the ones goofy as hell. We always the ones big and strong, but gotta be gay. There's a show, one of 50 Cent shows, Force, one of the Power Books, 3, I think, called Force, with the white boy who think he black. You understand? That's a show. He meets some big, strong looking brother. Now the brother's gay. Like every show that I like, at least, they got to throw some black homosexuality up in there, or white homosexuality. They got to show that, but they love to show a big, strong black man having some problem. Either he goofy, silly, mind weak, or he's some homo. You know what I'm saying? Or he's some homo. This is the image. This is the sorcery they push to us, and this is why the Christian church is no damn good. That's why when Dylan Roof killed them non-Christians, the body's still on the ground, the blood's still on the ground, and Christian mama talking about, we forgive him. We forgive. That is the sorcery that they put on us. You understand? How you forgiving the murderer of your family, your church members, and the bodies ain't even off the ground. You don't even know why he did it. Why? Because the church in their witchcraft teaches us to love these people no matter what. Forgive them no matter what, and that's not in the Bible. God never said to love and praise and forgive the people that murder your family, man. That's not a law in the Bible. Right. You understand? Scriptures say, be not angry with no man without a cause. It don't say don't be angry with him. Right. You understand? Bible never said hatred is wrong, but let there be a reason. You understand? Black and brown people, we got a reason to hate white people. There's a reason. Somebody murder your family, that love, your love for your family will create a hatred for the people that murder your family. That's natural. That's from God. You understand? God hates them because of their murderer. Because God hates loves Israelites so much, he loves Jacob, he hates the people that murders Jacob, man. That's just natural, Cap.
Yes, if I could, sir. I was going to say, most like Christ. If I could, so I was going to say, Ephesians, be ye angry and sin not.
God.
So of course it's okay to be angry at the oppressor. Just don't go around trying to shoot them or close doors in front of you. And all that.
Sin not. Sin is breaking God's law. So though we angry with the oppressor for his murder, that's just. That's righteous. We pissed off. We wroth with our oppressor for what he doing to us, man. But the Lord did say vengeance is mine.
Right.
So it would be wrong to go out with our Uzis and our guns and try to shoot him up and go to war and shoot up the police and all that there. That would be wrong. Be angry and sin not. Listen, as angry as we are for what they doing to us, like the Most High just said, when he bring it them, it's going to be in an instant and it's going to be perfect, man. It's going to be, listen, when the Lord avenges us on this white man, all of our anger going to be satisfied. All the hatred you ever had for them, all the revenge you ever wanted for them, all the disappointment and the sadness you didn't had, wanting to get them back for what they did, the Most High going to destroy them in a way where you're going to be totally satisfied. Don't sweat that, brothers and sisters. Most High know how to get him back the way we like it. You understand? We don't even understand how to get him back horrible like he deserved. You understand? That's why the Most High got to do it. He said he got to do it because we wouldn't do it right. You understand? If he let us do it, we wouldn't even do it right. But his destruction on them is going to be perfect. Read on.
Come, verse 10. For thou hast trusted in
and
thy
the topic
wickedness.
is President's Day. President's Day is the topic. So we going into the leaders of our enemies, which they call presidents, which are the kings of the earth in Satan's kingdom. Right. Go ahead.
Come, verse 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness.
They do, brother. They trust in their wickedness. They trust in that gun. They trust in their weapons. They trust in their technology. They trust in it all when the Most High turn it off. Most High hit the off switch on all that technology in no time if he wanted. Right. The Most High have a power grid, a worldwide power grid fail. And all the technology and all the computers, they'll be trying to pull the plug on them old gas generators to run some of these computers, man. And the Most High, he'll have what they call them EMTs, them things to shut down batteries and everything. You understand? I forget what it's called.
EMP.
EMP? What does it mean again?
It's called
electromagnetic. Say again? Pulse. Right, and that shut down everything. Now the Most High had that happen all across the earth. You done. You can't communicate with your people. It'd be just like in the Tower of Babel. The Tower of Babel was strong because they was able to communicate. In 2022, our oppressor, he got technology and phones and computers and emails and texts, and he communicate quick to gather his forces. If the Most High shut all that down, they're going to be like a chicken with their head cut off, man. And he got the power to do it. Cap?
Yes, sir. I mean, sir, you saying so heavy, because they so afraid. They like, now Russia with Ukraine is saying, hey, the Russians, they want to do a cyber attack when, they can go and shut down all the internet, devices and all that. If the Russians can do that, you can just imagine the Most High can do it.
For sure. And look, the Russians can do it. America know how to do it too. They got hackers too. They can shut down each other, but they know they need that technology. They didn't build an empire off that technology. So they don't really want to shut each other down. You know what I'm saying? Then they both be like a fish out of water. You understand? So they do little attacks. Little attacks here and there. And we don't hear about it in America, but America doing the same thing to Russia. Right. Cyber attacks. And watch some Russian news. If y'all don't speak no Russian. But if you did, you watch Russian news, they'll be talking all about how America doing this to them. America doing that to them. America doing that to them. We don't hear about that. All we hear about is what Russia doing. Right. And how Russia is wrong to the people. How Russia and China is oppressing their people and got them doing slave labor and they not paying them in sweatshops. That's all we hear about over here. But over there, they hear about what America doing to us, for sure. Go ahead, Al.
I was talking to the officer guy today. I was like, I'm watching the news, and they trying to say, more so America is on the defense when it comes to, the internet and, the cyber attacks.
Yeah.
Like, America's more on the defense.
Yeah.
Like, Russia is more on the offense. I'm like, y'all acting like y'all ain't out there doing it too. Like,
right, boy, they are wolves in sheep's clothing. You understand? They cry and they get some homo to talk all gay. You know what I'm saying? And, oh my God, what are they doing to us? I didn't hear anybody say, why do they hate us so much about the Arabs? Why do they hate us so much? Why? It's a reason why they hate you. And listen, and I'm going to get into that too. And America don't want all that history brought out. That's part of your critical race theory. Right. You understand? Bringing out the truth in the dirt that America did and is still doing this classified, this secrets. And it's the reason behind all the hatred for America. You understand? Listen, this chicken's coming home to roost. That's all. And they don't want it to get out there. They don't want their children to find out about it. You understand? Read on. What verse we in?
Verse 10, sir.
Finish up 10.
Come. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee.
Right. They think they so damn smart, man. They think they smarter than the Most High. They think they so smart, that they can get over on the Most High. It hath perverted them. Their little bit of wisdom. Go ahead to the end of the
Come. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me.
That's in the 10. No sweat. Like they think they are God. 49 and 22, Aki. Isaiah 49 and 22. They think they are the Most High, man. But the Most High got something for them. You understand? Once again, they didn't forgot because of their wickedness have perverted them. They didn't forgot that the Most High gave them this earth. They didn't forgot that the Most High put us in their hands. They forgot that. You understand? They went too far, forgetting that He coming back for us one day. You understand? They forgot that we still the chosen of the Almighty God, the Creator. They didn't think about that because they, like the scripture just said, they live for their pleasures, man, and their lust and whatever makes them feel good. And they think they didn't accomplish such a technology and such a power with their weapons that they can actually challenge the angels when they come back. They can challenge Christ. That's what they think in their heart. You understand? Read Isaiah 49 and 22.
Come. The book of Isaiah, chapter 49, verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
Thus saith the Lord God, behold, I will lift up my hand to the Gentiles.
Like the Lord, He about to put His hand against our enemies, man, against the Gentiles,
Right.
the heathens. You understand? The ones who had us in oppression at different times. You understand? The non-Israelites who helped our oppressor, the white man, get rich. You understand? China ain't innocent. They help them. They get rich with them. They help them oppress us. They murdering us too. Remember, they shot the little girl talking about she stole something. Ain't even asked if she stole. Ain't give her a chance. Just shot her in the head, the little Asian woman, man. Our little white daughter, man. I mean, little black daughter, little sister, man. And she paid for the damn juice, man. Hurry up and buy. Chasing us out their stores. Beating the hell out of us with sticks, man. You understand? Africans do the same thing. Them Hamites. Beat the hell out of us because they do some horrible job and the sister don't want to pay for it and question it. And they just say, give me them, take a purse and everything, man. Beating her out the store. All these heathens, man, these Gentiles, they help with our oppression. They help the white man. You going to say something, you done?
I was going to say about that Asian man, that Chinese man that shot that 5-year-old brother in Detroit.
I don't even think I heard about that. How long ago was that?
We did it on Black
We did, no sweat.
The little brother that was playing with the other brothers on the corner.
That
Chinese
I
man
remember.
came outside.
I remember.
Shot the brother.
You see how they do. They see that the white man murders us with no bridle. You understand? And he gets away with it because he know they look at us like we're nothing. They look at black and brown people like we're nothing, and we ain't even worthy to investigate and bring them to court, especially if you law enforcement. You understand? If you're a good old white citizen or a businessman with some money, they don't even think it's worth the time trying to indict you or bring you in for our murder, man, if you got enough wealth. And so these other heathens learn from white people. The Chinese, they didn't learn that, man. If they feel like they got corporate status high enough where, the white man do business with them and they can afford them good lawyers and they can afford them judges and all that, and they can get the court system in their pocket because of their money, they'll murder us like it's nothing, man. Because at worst, they'll get some probation or slap on the wrist. Or in front of the media and on the news, it'll seem like they coming down hard on them, but make backdoor deals, man. Make backdoor deals. The white woman that just killed that brother, man, who the black judge, came down and hugged her nasty ass. Judges don't hug no murderer that's found guilty. Come down and hug her. And the damn security in the courtroom, black, also brushing her hair, man. That is unheard of for a trial against a murderer. And then she's found guilty. And then the judge hugging her afterward, telling her, we gonna fight this. Of course she's telling her all the ways to appeal. Judges ain't supposed to do that. They don't do that with black people. There are certain laws that can get black people off in court, but the judge ain't allowed to bring it out. Your defense team got to find that law and bring it out. Even if they know it, the judge can't bring it up. You understand? So you go to jail, even though the judge knows there's a law and there's a statute that can get you off. They're not allowed to bring it out. It's against the rules.
Right.
But for this little white girl who she hugged, she definitely told her, we can fight this. We're going to do something about this. And now they say she only getting about 2 years. Now, if 2 years is a sentence, that means six actual months in prison, maybe. You understand? For the murder of our brother in his own home. In his own home. You understand? What I call, read.
Gonna come and set up my standard to the people.
And set up my standard. What verse you at?
But chapter 49, verse 22, sir.
Read it again.
Gonna come. Thus saith the Lord God, behold,
Go ahead.
I will lift up my hand to the Gentiles.
Right.
And set up my standard to the people.
And the Lord going to set up his standard, man. He going to let everybody know his rules, what he like. Go ahead.
And they shall bring thy sons in their arms.
And the Most High going to cause them to bring our sons in their arms. You understand? They're our sons in their arms. Just like we bring their sons in our arms. You understand? Just like our sisters and brothers, you know, got slaveries where they babysit little white kids and little Asian kids.
Right.
And they're the nannies to these our oppressors' children. The Lord gonna flip that soon. And they're gonna be nannies to our children, man. They're gonna bring our children on, say, their arms or shoulders. What it say?
On their arms. Sir.
On their arms. Go ahead.
Gonna come. And thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders.
And our daughters gonna be carried on their soldiers, meaning they gonna be working for us. They're gonna be the next Aunt Jemimas. They're gonna be the new nannies, the new babysitters for our children, man. Just like we didn't raise their children, man. White women felt so royal, they didn't even want to breastfeed their children. They get their slaves to breastfeed the children. They get their slaves to give their babies milk to their babies. Oh, let Bonita do it. It hurts me. It hurts me. Let Bonita feed the baby. And now she's sharing her baby's milk with the little oppressors' children, man. You understand? That's how they did us. Soon they're going to work for us now, the Lord is saying. Read.
Gonna come. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers.
They're kings, they're presidents, they're Donald Trumps, they're Joe Bidens. You understand? The George Washingtons, the rulers of this earth, which are the kings of this earth in Satan's kingdom, one day, soon, they're going to be our nursing fathers, man. They're going to be our babysitters. They're going to work for us. They're going to make damn sure that our children are looked after, man, while we handling our business, while we deciding who dies and who lives, while we deciding what cities get shut down, what cities don't get shut down, while we deciding what heathens go where and what to give them to eat and what to give them to wear, what stores to set up in their communities, while we deciding all that, how we want them to live. And that day when we in total power, you understand, they're going to be making sure our families are well taken care of and protected. You understand? The roles are going to reverse. The roles are going to reverse. So they can enjoy their President's Day for now, but soon we're going to enjoy our President's Day.
Right.
And their presidents are going to work for us. Read on.
Gonna come. And their queens, thy nursing mothers.
And their queens, their first ladies, all that prestigious women in this country sitting on the Senate, the Congress women and all them, the Nancy Pelosi and all them, they're going to be our nursing mothers, man.
Right.
They're going to be our Aunt Jemimas. They're going to work for us and babysit for us. You understand? And they better get it right, or we're going to smack the hell out of them.
Right.
Or we're going to beat their backs or have some punishment for them.
Right.
If our children even act like they was treated wrong or treated in any disrespectful way. Just like I was watching the Serena Williams movie with their father, King Richard, man. He said something heavy. He said when he was a child, he said he was always around them girls because when he was a child, he was out with his daddy one day and black people wasn't allowed to touch white people. And he had to give the white person something and he gave them to it and he touched their hand by mistake. He said these grown-ass men started whooping his young ass, man. Kicking him and beating him in the middle of the street because he touched their hand by mistake. And he said he looked up for his daddy and his daddy was haul-assing away. His daddy ran the hell away. You know what I'm saying? And I can't get it, but halfway I do. If you ain't strong, you know if you intervene, they'll mess around and lynch you. You understand? And I guess his hopes was he's a child, they ain't going to kill him. They'll just beat him, but won't kill him. If I go over there and say something, they might kill me. Maybe that was his thinking. I don't know. Lord be with the brother, man. But Serena Williams' father said that affected him forever, man. And he said that he ain't gonna never, ever betray his daughters and children like that, man. Because he felt so alone. You understand? Which that's one story out of many black children back then. Go ahead,
That's heavy, sir, because Serena made a big thing about her father not coming to her wedding. He brought up, how the oppressor was his enemy, since he was a child.
God. And it's shameful that they went, didn't they marry white women? At least one of them, white men? Like, it's shameful that after all that, they went out and still got with the oppressor, man. Right. That's pride. Once again, you get comfortable and you get great and forget how you got there. This man had you out when you was 5 and 6 years old in the rain practicing tennis. Drug dealers trying to crack on his daughters, getting his ass whooped because he trying to defend his daughters, man, in the hood. So he getting his behind whipped trying to defend his daughters, man. They forget them time and then grow up and forget all the hell he went through to get them where they was at, man, and to cut these deals, man. He wasn't no elegant speaking man, but he knew what he had. You understand? And he fought for it. You understand? And then they go marry the oppressor, man. That's shameful on them Williams sisters, man. One or whoever, two of them, whatever. Right. You understand? You understand? This is how they do us. Read the last line again.
Come. And that queen, thy nursing mothers.
I take some ice water out of them if you don't mind. And the nursing mothers, go ahead.
Come. They shall bow down to thee.
They shall bow down to us. The Lord is coming a day where our oppressors, these presidents and all the people with power right now, presidents, governors, mayors, senators, congressmen, women, you understand? They all going to bow down to the 12 tribes of Israel, man. It's going to come a day they're going to bow down to us, man. Right. A lot of them are taking up the mantle and they bowing right now at the camps of the ISUPK. Right. Some of them bow right now because they don't want that wrath catching them. They want a little mercy. And maybe the Most High give them that little bit of mercy. Maybe they'll end up surviving what's coming and being a good slave for one of the brothers, man. Maybe. If the Most High see fit. Maybe. You understand? But this is what's going to happen, whether they do it now or later. They shall bow down to thee. Go ahead.
Come. With their face towards the earth.
With their face toward the earth. They better not look at us. Just like we wasn't allowed to look in their face and in their eyes, they better not look at us when they bow down. They better have some goddamn respect. Don't look me in my damn eyes, slave. Right. You understand? Read the water, money man.
Come. And lick up the dust of thy feet.
And lick up the dust of our feet, man. They're going to kiss our feet.
Right.
Kiss our boots like they do with the cat, man. They're going to show total submittance and humility to the 12 tribes of Israel, black and brown people, man. That's what they're going to do in that day. Is that the end of 26?
No,
read on.
Come. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
He said, thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Is that what he said?
Come.
Like everybody gonna know that the Lord, the Most High God, the Creator, is the God of black and brown people. He's the nigga God. And he ain't the God of nobody else. He's our God, and they can't have him. We ain't giving him to white people. Nah. We ain't giving them to Chinese. We ain't even giving them to Africans. I don't care how much you Israelites want to love your African. The God don't want them, and we ain't giving them to them. He's our God, the God of Israel, just like he said. And you Africans, biblically known as Hamites, you can't have our God, man. You just can't have him. Now, one day when we in power and we in our kingdom and in total power and rulership, then maybe, he might like you a little bit according to how you serve us. According to how you serve us, you can earn his mercy because you damn sure gonna earn ours. You for sure gonna earn ours. I don't care how brown you are. You understand? I don't care how much you Ethiopians try to pretend to be us. Right. You understand? We know you. You don't even have the same brown skin we have. When you're in the truth for a while, you'll start to recognize African brown from Israelite brown. Right. It's a whole different type of dull-ass, ashy type of brown. You understand? Salaki is the best I can describe it. You understand? Israelites got a brown that no matter how dark you are, it shines, man. I done looked at it over 20-something years. It shines, man. But they got like a dull, like they just been rolled in the sand or something type of brown. Go ahead,
If I could, I came across like I believe it was, I forgot the book, where people that I forgot to study, the one that study the cranium,
Come.
criminology, I think it is.
Maybe craniology or
Yeah,
something.
criminology.
Come.
Well, they said that it was a difference between the Egyptian skulls from the ones that was found buried, you know, like
Come.
regular people
Yeah.
in Egypt. They was like, it's definitely a difference between so-called Negroes and the so-called Africans.
Come. Hey, listen, I believe it, man. A lot of them scientists, they know that. They uncover all that. You understand? Of course, it ain't public knowledge. You know, this government that we living under here, he controls everything. So it ain't popular. It might get out there, and only certain scholars like yourself and others, they'll find it, and they'll see the truth in it. We ain't the same people, man. You understand? We ain't the same people, but the masses is so Christian. Again, that's the sorcery and enchantment of this man. Even though those walking around sleep, they'll read something like that and it just go over their head. It ain't even important to them. You understand? Because they ain't woke yet. You understand? They ain't woke yet. Read on. That's a good point.
Come. Verse 24. Shall the prey be taken from the mighty?
Come. That's the question. Like the mighty, you can't take prey from the mighty normally. He's mighty. Can't nobody beat him. So you can't take his prey from him. Go ahead.
Or the lawful captive delivered?
Or the lawful for deliver what?
Or the lawful captive delivered?
Come. Like lawful captive. The ones that obey the Most High are captive to the unlawful. You understand? Can they be delivered? Who's going to deliver them from this beast? Go ahead.
Come. Verse 25. But thus saith the Lord, even the captives of the mighty shall be taken away.
Thus saith the Lord. The Most High said, I can do it. I can do it.
Right.
Normally, it ain't even natural to take the prey from the predator. You understand? To take the captives from the one that got you in captivity. He's too strong.
Right.
But he said, the Lord, I'm the Lord, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the prey. I'm going to do what? What'd he say?
But thus saith the Lord,
Uh-huh.
even the captives of the mighty shall be taken away.
I'm going to take the captives from the mighty. Why? Because I'm mightier. I created the mighty. I allowed him to get mighty. Just like I let Egypt get mighty, I let America get mighty.
Right.
And I'm going to take the captives from the mighty. Read.
Come. And the prey of the terrible shall be delivered.
And he's going to deliver the prey from the terrible. We the prey, Israelites, 12 tribes, black and brown people. We the prey from the terrible. And this man is oppressing us. He is terrible, man. The most terrible. And the Most High said, I can do it, though. I'm going to take you out of his hands. I'm going to show him who's who. He think he's tough. He think he can stop me. He think his game is formidable. He think he's a formidable adversary to me. But ain't nobody formidable to the Most High. Come on now. He's the Most High. You understand? He's the Most High. His wickedness have deceived him. Like the scripture said. You know, he going to try, but it's going to be such an easy victory. The Most High probably going to laugh through the whole thing. Like, look at them fighting. Look at them. Look at them. They done pulled out the secret stuff. They think it's going to hurt my angels. Look at them. Laughing at them, man. While he destroying their foundation. You understand? Read.
Come. For I will contend with him.
I will contend with him. What's contend? Fight. I'll fight with this bastard. Read.
That contended with thee.
Damn right. He gonna contend with this bastard who been contending with us for over 500 years, man. Over 400 years. This oppressor has been contending or fighting with us and terrorizing us and oppressing us. The Lord gonna do it. He gonna bring it back on them, man. He gonna show them how it feel. They're gonna know good and well how it feel to be terrorized. Because our God is a terrible power. He called this man the terrible, but the Most High is way more terrible than him. You understand? Thanks be to God, we on his good side. You understand? In the ISUPK. Read to the end of 26. What verse you at?
At the end of 25.
Mm-hmm.
And I will save thy children.
Most High in Christ. Go ahead.
Verse 26. And I will feed them that oppress thee with their own flesh.
You hear our God? This is the benefits of serving our God, man. Scripture say, what advantage hath the Jew? This is one of the greatest advantages. That the man can't nobody beat, our God is going to beat the hell out of him, man. That's one of the greatest advantages. And that's what it takes for you to be free. You understand? While the world's celebrating President's Day, we in class learning how our God is going to destroy the presidents, man. How our God is going to destroy his empire, man. And it's going to be nothing. Read that again.
Come. And I will feed them that oppress thee with their own flesh.
He's going to feed them with their own flesh. He's going to turn them against each other. He's going to turn them against each other. Right now, you got the South raising up against the North again, man. Democrats is at war with the Republicans right now, man. Donald Trump is at war with every goddamn body. You understand? Read.
And they shall be drunken with their own blood.
Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ, man. There's going to be so much blood. They're going to be drunken with it. Malakia? Call it out.
Come. The book of Isaiah chapter 49 and verse 26.
Go ahead.
Come. As with sweet wine.
As with sweet wine. You know our cat, he get that thirst sometime. He want to have some wine, and not a little bit. Not a little bit. Sometimes Israel want the whole bottle and another one. Ain't nothing wrong. The Lord don't tell you how much you can drink. If you can drink 2-3 bottles and not get naked in front of everybody, you good. If you could drink 2-3 bottles and not punch your brother or your wife or your kids, not kick them in their behinds because you're drunk, then it's good. There's no limit. You can't, like people say, well, you drink too much, you're an alcoholic. There's no scripture saying how much liquor makes you an alcoholic. What makes you an alcoholic is when a certain amount of alcohol makes you sin, makes you go to hell off. Now you're an alcoholic. Your actions prove that you're an alcoholic. You understand? Scriptures say how much you can eat. It don't say how much you can eat. What makes you a glutton? You understand? What makes you overdo certain things? It don't have a limit, but when eating too much is going to kill you, if you got diabetes, you can't eat all them damn cakes you love. You understand? If you got certain ailments, you can't eat all that salt. You can't eat certain things. If it's going to kill you and you still do it, that is a sin. You understand? That is a sin. If certain things you do, like ain't no sin in partying, right? But I remember we had a sister, she left the truth now, Lord be with her. You know what I'm saying? She said, I went to a party, and I get to drinking, but when I get to drinking, I got to take me a man home. And she whored herself, you understand? Because partying, she naturally drinks. And drinking make her want to take every nigga that smile with her home. So partying is a sin for her. She should not party. You understand? It's not a sin to party, but if partying causes you to sin, you ain't allowed to party. You understand? That's how the Most High works. Read where we at. That was the end of 26.
There's a little bit more, sir.
Go ahead.
Come. And all flesh shall know that I, the Lord, am thy Savior.
Damn right. Just like when he destroyed Egypt and split the Red Sea and took us the hell out of there and then closed the sea and drowned those Egyptians, the earth heard about the Most High, God of Israel. The earth heard about him, man. That's what he's famous for to this day. And thanks be to God, he said in the book of Jeremiah, no more shall he be famous for bringing us out of Egypt. Soon he's going to be famous for bringing us out of the land of the north, man. Most High in Christ. Meaning this, the way he takes us out of America is going to make Egypt look like nothing. And Egypt was spectacular. We had chariots dividing us from the Egyptians, spaceships. You understand? They sent a heavy darkness and smoke down during the day and a fire at night just to separate them from us as they were chasing us. A sea split. The firstborn child and every child and their animals. And the animals was killed by the Most High, man. Water turned to blood, flies, locusts, plagues, boils, hemorrhoids, man. The Lord put hell on Egypt, man, and he's famous for that. Now, what he about to do to America, that's going to be nothing. I can't even imagine. I try to imagine what he's going to do to make that seem like nothing. I just can't imagine it. My brain ain't built like that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be amazing. You understand? He said what he about to do to America going to make Egypt look like nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's the blessing. Would read the last line again? And that's the end of 26?
A little bit more after that.
Go ahead.
Come. And all flesh shall know that I, the Lord, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer.
The whole earth going to understand that the creator of the heavens and the earth, the all-power God, the most high God, always loved and always had the backs of black and brown people in that day. You understand? That's what the whole earth going to find out. Read.
The mighty one of Jacob.
Damn right. The mighty one of Jacob, man. Who is Israel? Who is Israel? That's it? Revelation 19 and 11, please. I'm going to go down to 14. Revelation 19 and 11. You understand? The Most High, he going to rescue us from this place, man. We done been here long enough, if you ask me. Hell. But the Most High, he know when it's time to serve. He know when he going to let us out of jail, and it's the perfect time. We want to get out now. You understand? But he's the warden. You understand? We like, Lord, please, ain't it been long enough? Like Ezra used to beg him, Lord, when you going to end this thing? Oh, the wicked has got everything, and we ain't got nothing. And you said when you're chosen, we carry your name. When you gonna end this thing? Moses said, in due time, young Jedi. You understand? Your time shall come, but not yet. You understand? Most High is long suffering, man. He long suffering, but when he comes, it's gonna be so perfect. It's gonna be so perfect, man. You understand? Like nobody fights for us on this earth, but we do have an army that will fight for us. And that army is just waiting. And that army is greater than the American military.
Right.
That army can shut down America. And it belongs to us. It's our family, our brothers, man. You understand? Read Revelation 19 and 11.
Come. Revelation chapter 19 and verse 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse.
John, he was in prison for teaching about Christ, right? And in this prison, the Most High sent him visions to reveal the future, reveal things about Christ, and to reveal different things. And right here, the Lord is revealing to him the second coming of our King, brother, and Savior, Yahushua. The world knows him as Jesus Christ. Go ahead.
And he that sat upon him was called faithful and true.
And he, read it from the top again.
Revelation chapter 19 and verse 11. And I saw heaven open.
So heaven opened in this vision, and John saw the heavens open. Go ahead.
And behold, a white horse.
And a white horse came out of the sky. Go ahead.
And he that sat upon him was called faithful and true.
And the man that sat on this horse, he was called by God faithful and true. Go ahead.
And in righteousness.
When he coming out that sky, he gonna be in righteousness. He ain't coming to do evil. He coming to do righteousness. In righteousness, go ahead. Shalom, mighty man.
He do of judge.
He gonna judge this earth. Go ahead.
And make war.
And make war with this earth, man. Make war with this earth. See, the Christian church and their witchcraft, they teach us that war is a bad thing. They teach us that bloodshed is a horrible thing. It's of the devil when you shed blood. It's of the devil when you're violent. Meanwhile, if they look around and they'll see that white man that they worship is the most violent animal on the earth.
Right.
And they still worship him like he's God. You understand? Well, God said right here, in righteousness, our king is coming back to judge this place and make war. In war, you need soldiers. You need an army. In war, there's killing and bloodshed. But the Lord said in righteousness, meaning this is sanctioned by God.
Right.
This is the right thing to do. This killing here. Read.
Verse 12. His eyes were as a flame of fire.
Like prophecies in the Bible about Jesus Christ, right? Eyes red with wine, because he drank wine. His eyes shall be like a flame of fire. Read.
And on his head were many crowns.
Read that again.
His eyes were as a flame of fire.
And on his head?
And on his head were many crowns.
Why is there going to be many crowns? Why did John see many crowns on our king's head when he came out the sky on that white horse? Why were there many crowns on his head? Anybody? Nicole.
You're going to take him from the He's going to take them from the other nations.
Kind. Malachi, what you was gonna say?
Because he was going to conquer over the rulers.
Damn right, you both right. Today is President's Day, right? When he comes back, he taking the crowns off of all these presidents everywhere. The president of Russia, China, wherever, Germany, Poland, everybody that's in charge, whether you call yourself king, shalom cap, president, czar, whatever, he taking their rulership from them. On his head going to be many crowns when he come back to make war with America for what they've done to the children of God. Read.
And he had a name written that no man knew but
Go ahead.
that no man knew but himself.
And this name is talking about his reputation. Like black people know what that means. When your name is your reputation. So Christ had a reputation or things he did. A lot of it's recorded in the Bible, but some of it is not recorded in the Bible.
Right.
Like all the things that he did, the scriptures tell you it can't be contained in a book. All the things that he did. So he had a reputation on actions or righteous things that he did that only he knew about. Everybody ain't know about it. Remember, he did acts and told the people, tell no man. Tell no man. Some of them read immediately and told everybody. You understand? That's Israel. You know what I mean? And he knew it. He knew their heart. You understand? So, but he had a name or reputation that nobody knew about. Go ahead.
Verse 13.
Uh-huh.
And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood.
Wait a minute. It just said he coming for war and righteousness, right? He just said that. So it makes sense that in this vision, John saw that his vesture was like it was dipped in blood.
Right.
Why? Because in war, you're killing.
Right.
And he not only killing, he doing a lot of killing.
Right.
You understand? It's going to be a whole lot of killing because it's going to be like he was dipped in blood.
Right.
That's how much killing he going to do. It ain't going to be a few heads with blood just spurting on his garment. No, he going to be dripping with blood because of all the evil in America, man. Because of all their violence and genocide and oppression. The Most High ain't going to never, and he ain't going to let one hair on one black and brown brother or sister be forgotten about. He ain't going to let one drop of blood spilt by these people ever be forgotten about. So when he send our king and the angels, all that blood, all that hurt, all that pain, all them tears, all them mamas crying, all the injustice in court, all the injustice in jail, all of it, all the rape to our sisters and brothers, all of it is going to be executed and avenged in that day. In that day. So hell, I understand why his vesture going to be dipped in blood. There's a lot of killing to be done. Go ahead, Nicole.
Right.
I could, sir, like in the time of Cain and Abel, you know, the Lord asked Cain, like, why your brother's blood called out to me? And that's the same way, you know, every black, Hispanic, Native American that, you know, that died at the hand of our oppressor, you know, they blood still crying to the Lord. So
Damn
Christ
right.
gonna come down personally with those angels.
Damn
What
right.
we gotta do.
Damn right. Give him a hand. He right. Listen, the Most High said he is long suffering. So all them cries and all them tears been building up. The angels recording everything. Everything. You think them police got off? Nah, angels recorded that. You think that white man got off? You think they didn't get, nobody got punished for that? Nobody was indicted for that? It was found to be a lawful shooting for that? A lawful shooting for that? That was right. They ain't had no evidence, but he still served 40 years in jail. All that's being recorded, man. And the Most High gonna see to every drop of it when he send Christ back. Ain't nothing going unpunished. You best believe that. Nothing going unpunished. And that's the gospel. That's the good news of Christ. That's the good news of the New Testament, that we gonna be avenged for all the horrible things that's being done to us, man. Christians think the gospel is all races coming together, holding hands on some cloud in the sky. That ain't the gospel.
Right.
That's some fairy tale gay mess made up in church.
Right.
That's some gay future that gay people want. You know what I'm saying? That's been made up in the church. The gospel is the Most High killing our enemies, freeing us from under the foot of this man and putting us back in charge under Christ.
Right.
That's the gospel, man. And it's a beautiful thing. Read on.
And his name is called the Word of God.
And his name is called the Word of God. So right here is telling you who it is. What verse was that?
That was the end of 13.
The end of 13. Read. So we all know this is Christ coming back in this vision. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 19 and verse 14.
Uh-huh.
And the army.
The what?
And the army.
So we just read how Christ coming back, right? In this vision on a white horse, and he gonna do so much killing, it's like he gonna be drenched in blood. But he ain't coming alone. That's the good news, man. He ain't coming alone. All the killing that gotta be done. Read that again, you dying.
And the army.
He coming back in righteousness to make war, and he coming back with an army. He ain't coming alone. He coming back with an army. Scriptures tell you 200 million angels coming with him, man. Right. Revelation 1st chapter say every eye gonna see Christ when he come back. Why is that? Because he ain't coming alone. Right. It's gonna be an invasion of the planet Earth. They're gonna surround this earth. Right. You understand? They're gonna surround the earth, and every eye on the earth gonna see that there's something came out of space that's threatening us now. You understand? It's Christ in this army, is the scriptures read are talking about right now. Christ coming back, and the armies, go ahead.
Which were in heaven.
Which are in heaven. Once again, we got an army that fights for us, but they under orders of the Most High. And there's a certain day and time which only the Most High know where he going to release them. And once he released them, we out of here, brothers and sisters. Right. We out of here. You understand? We out of here. They coming back to take down this empire and remind the earth whose children that they had under their foot for so long. They're going to remind the earth who George Floyd belonged to. They're going to remind the earth who Sandra Bland belonged to, who Breonna Taylor belonged to, who little Tamir Rice belonged to, little George Stinney, the early 1900s, who he belonged to. You understand? All Philando Castile, who he belonged to. You understand? All the prophets that were murdered, man. The earth is going to recognize in that day who they had in captivity and who they never had mercy for, and who they were hating on all this time for no good reason. There's really no good reason for white people to hate black and brown people like they do. I mean, we the most subservient people on the earth. What other people can you murder like they do and we still worship him as Jesus? What other people can you murder like they do and we still want to go to their schools and be like them and talk like them and dress like them? No other race on earth would do that. Only the Israelites. There's no reason why they should hate us like they do. It's just that they are animals. They are animals. They was created to be animals, and they are perfect animals. Where you at, Yedai?
Revelation chapter 19 and verse 14 in the middle. Followed him upon white horses.
So these armies that's in heaven, they're going to be following Christ when he comes back. Go ahead.
Clothed in fine linen.
Uh-huh.
White and clean.
White and clean, showing that these are pure, righteous angels, man, coming with our pure and perfect King, Yahweh, Jesus Christ. Go ahead.
Verse 15. And out of his mouth goeth a sword.
A sharp sword. Go ahead again. This is the army coming back. And they're going to have swords. Read, for killing. Go ahead.
That with it.
And with this sword, did this army out of heaven, this army from God that's coming back to deliver Israelites and kill our enemies, with this sword, go ahead.
He should smite the nation.
He should smite these heathens, man, that hurt us for so long and murder us for so long and oppress and lie to us and use their sorcery and witchcraft against us for so long. Go ahead.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
And then it's our time to rule under our king, man. He gonna rule them with a rod of iron. Like Malachi said earlier, he taking down all the kings of the earth right now. That's why on his head, there gonna be many crowns. Because he gonna be the new ruler. And he gonna rule them with a rod of iron, meaning what? His rulership is gonna be unbreakable. You understand? Man's rulership is breakable. Right. Egypt's rulership, it was breakable. You understand? Rome's rulership, it was breakable. America's rulership, believe it or not, it is breakable. Right. But when Christ get his glory and his empire and take down America and all the countries and kingdoms that support America, is no break in his rulership. He gonna rule with a rod of iron. God damn the time. Slocky. Read. Slocky. Go to Go to Let me see. Due to the time. Go to that email. You die, if you don't mind. I'll just jump to that to end it with the President's Day. Killing it. You understand? But just in a nutshell, everybody see like society been going to hell, right? Society in America been going to hell, man. You know what I'm saying? You had Donald Trump. He unleashed the real American spirit. You know what I'm saying? He had all them closeted racists and murderers. Now they feel free with Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? And this new Republican Party under Donald Trump, and they do what the hell they want. You understand? He made them free. He made them free to roll as real Americans and say what real Americans feel and do what real Americans do. You understand? All the criminals and the mobsters that he had working with him, you know what I'm saying? They was the example of what America can be. Once again, they was trying to make America great again. The South raising up again. Nazi Germany. You understand? That's what they want again. White people, they love when they read about Nazi Germany and Hitler. They love that, man. These true Americans, they love it. The Nazis had respect, and they made people do what they want. They wanted a pure race, you know what I'm saying, and a pure people. You understand? They love that, and they want to get back to that type of lifestyle. You understand? Hell, George Floyd murder on national TV. You understand? It caused a widespread awakening of everybody in the world, man, to want to really go back and look at the history of America. How could this happen on national TV so nonchalantly? He knew he was being filmed. People hollering at him, let him breathe. You killing him. He's screaming out himself. Y'all trying to kill me. Mama, let me breathe. I can't breathe. And he still, even the other police was like, maybe we should turn him on his side, you know, for the whole protocol or something like that. And this devil, Derek Chauvin, said, no, we're going to keep him where he is. All this went down on camera in front of the nation, man. A blatant lynching before the work. It opened the eyes, thank the Lord, to some black and brown people, and it even made white people, some liberals, want to go back and look at the actual history that they don't talk about a lot in America to see how we get here. What's going on? Is there systemic racism? Because that was blatant. Now you got this new video where the white boy is fighting the black kid at the mall, and the police rush him and pull the white boy up and say, oh, you sit down, little white baby, you sit down. And they went and smashed the black kid on the ground and handcuffed him when the black kid was on the ground. And the white kid was over him. They pulled the little tender, beautiful white boy off of him and put their necks and their knees on the black kid, cuffed him, smashed him. You understand? While the white kid's standing up, he just looking. They said the white kid said, I don't know why they ain't arrest me. You understand? Because this is the America we living in. Now there's a whole uproar about that. This place was never for us, man. It was never for us. You understand? And true America is starting to wake up, which is good, because a lot of black people are seeing the truth, man. A lot of black people are seeing what's going on. Tulsa, Oklahoma, they looking back at that, seeing what happened there. They trying to cover that up, which brings us to the critical race theory that people want to put in the schools and really start learning. But the leaders of this country, they don't want none of that. You understand? Because going into their history and going into the truth will uncover more truths. And if you talk about the Tulsa, Oklahomas and all the things that went on, some of them classified lynchings might come out and be declassified. Some of them tests they did in the projects, you know what I'm saying, early 1900s, where they put certain gases on the roofs of projects near the vents and let them vents blow these gases all up in the projects, man, to see how it would affect black people and black children. And that's where a lot of your asthma come from. And a lot of secret things that they did to us in the urban communities for tests. We was like test subjects in the black community. A lot of that you don't even hear about, man. But those are things that happen in the black community. Go ahead.
So, like, sir, that's why they call it the projects?
Probably. I think more of the projects was how can we bunch these people up and stack them up and just keep them out of our face. You know what I'm saying? And stack them on each other. That was the project. But there was other projects that went with it. Go ahead.
If I could, over time, like getting the truth, I thought about that. And I was like, well, why would they call it the project? It was just something in my mind that I was thinking about. But when you look at like how they do in the science lab with rats and mice, they're having these confined spaces and they'll be like in little cubicles, kind of sort of, you know. And I was just like, that's why I had to ask, like, do you think that's why they did that?
Yeah, for sure. Listen, America, we ain't got all these good medicines for nothing. America uses animals, and we are animal to them. The prisoners, to this day, they're using prisoners as test subjects, man. You go in that cage, you ain't really got no freedom, man. And to get certain perks, or to maybe give them some benefits, or to lessen their time in prison, a lot of them prisoners will sign up for them tests, man, to get less time. You know what I mean? So it won't be as harsh on them. You understand? And they'll sign up for these things. They doing tests that they hell. They got secret bases, man. Not just America and Russia and China. They got secret bases where they take. Why do you think black people disappearing, man? Black people disappearing all over the earth, man. They go to China, you don't even never hear about them no more. Russia, they stealing us and capturing us, not only for our organs and different things, you understand, but they take us and never see them again, man, and they doing all type of tests to come up with the newest medicines. They got to test these medicines on somebody. Once the animals is good, they need humans to do these tests.
Right.
You understand? And so before they get rich and put it on the market and make billions off of it. You understand? This is approved by your presidents.
Right.
This is approved by America. Let me see this. And a lot of the American heroes lately, all them old Confederate, where they got them statues and all that there. You understand? A lot of them being taken down because once again, there's been awakening in America. Black and brown people are waking up and seeing, listen, all these things is evil, man. This is an evil place with all these racist ass statues. Even some of your liberal white people, they fighting against it. You understand? So America's kind of at war with each other. The North is at war with the South again. You understand? Let me see. Oh man, I ain't really got time. Let me see. Go to that. Your daddy got the email. Did he give it to you? He gave you the email?
For the slave or enslaved?
Say again?
For the slave or enslaved?
Yes. That come. Okay. Read. Let me pull it up. Slocky. And once again, that goes into the scripture of Thessalonians where it say the man of sin, the day of Christ ain't going to come until the man of sin be revealed. The Lord is making certain moves in America and pitting them at war with each other so that people can wake up, man. So that everybody can see these people never loved us. And that's why they scared to death of critical race theory, because all that dirt, it'll lead to more things coming out. And more things coming out. And white people say we don't want our children to feel like, to feel something against white people. This is racist against white people. Telling the truth. Telling the truth is racist against them and make them feel bad. So they don't want to make their white children feel bad, because why? These white kids is rebellious, man. And they'll see that their forefathers and their ancestors ain't as nice and great, and good God-fearing American as they was always taught. You understand? They'll see that they done some horrible things to people. They done murdered Arabs, and that's why the Arabs hate them. You understand? They did horrible things to black and brown people, and that's why black and brown people hate them. Their children will see it, and some of them children will fight their parents, man.
Right.
And they don't want that. They don't want that. So that's why they fighting tooth and nail to keep it away from them. So go ahead. So this is a thing called slavery in the president's neighborhood. Go ahead, Nicole.
Slave or enslaved.
I'll break this down myself. So this is just talking about there's a whole debate whether to call black people slaves or enslaved. They think liberals say if you call them slaves, that means that it's against that you hurting them really, because you're saying they are property when we refer to them, and they are actual slaves when they people just like everybody. So we'll call them the enslaved, meaning they're people just like everybody else, but a horrible thing happened to them. So that's why they fight about the term. They rather call us enslaved than a slave. Go to the next one that says the slaves helped build the White House.
Question: did enslaved people help build the White House?
Go ahead.
Enslaved laborers helped in every stage of building construction.
Like our people built the White House. We helped. We built every brick, every part of the construction of that White House. We did it. We helped. We was there. Go ahead.
From initial quarrying and transportation of stone.
We brought all the stones, the cement, the mortar, everything. We played a part in building that goddamn White House. Read.
Transportation of stone to the transportation of stone to the construction of executive mansion.
Right, to the construction of the executive mansion. We did it all. Go to the next one. The slaves rebuild. So slaves built the White House. I know some of y'all heard that before, right? We built this whole stinking country just like we built the pyramids in Egypt. The pyramids in Egypt. America is modern day Egypt, literally. You understand? Like we built the pyramids and the great places in Egypt, we built the great places here in America. Read.
Question. Which U.S. presidents relied
No,
on...
before that. The one before that. Did they rebuild?
Did enslaved people help rebuild the White House after the British burned it down in 1814?
Right, 1814, the British burned that goddamn slave plantation down, man. And guess what? They got the slaves to rebuild it. Free slave labor is how you got your multi-billion zillionaires today.
Right.
If I had 400 years of free employees, I might be sitting good too. You understand? Wealthy as hell. You understand? Read.
Enslaved laborers were involved in the reconstruction of the White House.
Now you can go to the next one.
Which U.S. president relied on enslaved labor at the White House?
Go ahead.
Answer. According to surviving documentation, at least 9 presidents either brought them with them or hired out enslaved individuals to work at the White House.
So this is just 9 of them that put slaves to work in that White House. After we build it, all right, now go put on an apron and a butler's hat and get to work, nigga. Read.
Right. Thomas Jefferson. James Madison.
All the people that they love hated and destroyed us. Go ahead.
James Monroe. John Quincy Adams.
Right.
Andrew Jackson. Martin Van Buren.
Right.
John Tyler. James K. Polk.
Right.
And Zachary Taylor.
Look, ain't no surprise. Go to the next one. Which ones had owned a big plantation of slaves? Go ahead.
Which U.S. presidents owned enslaved people? According to surviving documentation, at least 12 presidents were slave owners at some point during their lives.
Right.
George Washington. Thomas Jefferson.
Right.
James Madison. James Monroe.
Right.
Andrew Jackson. Martin Van Buren.
Right.
William Henry Harrison. John Tyler.
Right.
James K. Polk.
Yep.
Zachary Taylor. Andrew Jackson.
Right.
And
Ulysses
S.
Jackson. Ulysses S. Grant. Come. You know what I'm saying? So the presidents wasn't innocent, man. The leaders of this country played a good hand in our oppression and in our slavery all the way up into 2022.
Right.
All the way up into 2022, we are still subservient to them. You understand? The scriptures say in Ecclesiastes, I have seen servants upon horses, meaning the people that were supposed to be slaves, the caveman, this so-called white man, a Caucasian, he was created to be a slave and a servant, which he will be. That prophecy's coming to pass. But right now, they sit on horses. What does that mean? He's in a position of power right now.
Right.
He's in charge. And the prophet saw that. The Lord showed them visions of servants on horses. Go ahead.
If I could, sir, there's a statue that's out there. I believe it might have been one of the statues that was taken down. But it's a statue of a white man on a horse with a Native American and a Negro on their knees.
Yeah, it's a famous statue too. You know what I'm saying? We did a video on it years ago. Oh man, I forget what it was called, the video. But it's bringing out all the monuments in America, all them type of things. You got a Gadite standing on one side of the horse, a Judite standing on the other side, while Esau sitting on the damn horse. I did hear something about they might be taking it down, though. I did hear that. So, you understand? I saw a video, too, where they making a statue of George Floyd, like a 700-pound statue. And the white woman said, I can't believe they actually having a criminal be made a statue made for a criminal. And then an Edomite came on and broke down all the statues in America of these old criminals, these criminal presidents, these criminal Southern murderers, you know what I'm saying, and oppressors. So white people, they can't see that when they see themselves. They can't see criminal, even though they murder up everything. You understand? But when we do something, you understand? Because we steal a pack of cigarettes or some mess? You understand? It's like, how are they going to do this for a criminal? You understand? They can understand us and our evils and and you know how we deserve punishment, but they really can't see it in their dirty brains that they should be punished. Like we brought out at Times Square a couple of weeks ago, the problem in America ain't guns. Guns ain't killing everybody. The problem ain't guns. The problem is white men. You understand? It wouldn't be a gun problem without white men having them guns. You understand? They the problem. But that problem won't go away until, of course, our king comes. You understand? So American presidents, they ain't sugar, honey, iced tea.
Right.
The hell with the presidents, the hell with America. You understand? We're going to continue this work and continue praying that our God send Christ and those armies in heaven to bring down this place, man. So for President's Day, it means absolutely nothing for us. It's just a teaching moment on how America and the presidents in their history is going to be wiped out in the blink of an eye. So I'm going to go ahead up to the show. Shalom, Israel. Turn the class over to the brother, priest and officer. Come. What's your name, man? Priest and officer Kalatazar.
y'all. Barak.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakathum. Yahweh Shemar Alathun by Shem Yahushua. I had so much more to go into, Aki, but I always do that. Shalak. Good. Hey, is anybody going upstairs to the show? Come on, bring my book back. Yeah, I'll tell you that. You know, that house you got. Okay.
Right. This is the ISUPK security announcement. We are the ISUPK. Start 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I'm the commander, Junior Hana. We're new brother and sister. When the new brother and sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if your brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will report each other. After this month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Times is the commandment. You find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, 8 to 10. My Asherah, which means 10 in Hebrew, 10% of any penny or any increase the Lord gives you. Get to the treasury department, priest line, free will offering for priests, mandatory, whatever amount you like. Upcoming holy convocations will be the Passover. All right, that'll be April the 15th in Cocoa Beach, Florida. Okay, my boss will make sure you check the bulletin board in the hallway of school. If anybody wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boot shirt, headband, and scarves with that. I'm just a minute. All right, I'm in Israel. You're going to get one quick courtesy salute. I'm in Israel. Madam Shabbat. I'm Madam Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakathum. Yahweh. Sorry, we're going to turn and fix the scissors. Scissors are mine. All right. When in Israel, we're going to give these sisters one quick courtesy salute. When in Israel, Madam Shabbat. Amada. Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
It's on yeah, you put the I'm going to be back this week this month. Okay.